Central nervous system, CNS. The CNS is the command center. It's made of the brain and spinal cord. The brain handles thought, memory, and movement. The spinal cord connects the brain to the body, sending signals up and down like a highway. Peripheral nervous system, PNS. Everything outside the central nervous system is the peripheral nervous system. It splits into the somatic system, voluntary control of skeletal muscles, and the autonomic system, which runs things you don't consciously control, like your heartbeat and digestion. Autonomic nervous system, ANS. The ANS has two gears. Sympathetic equals fight or flight. Parasympathetic equals rest and digest. The MCAT loves asking which system is activated in scenarios, for example, high stress versus deep sleep. Neurons. The building blocks of the nervous system. Each has a cell body, dendrites to receive signals, and an axon to send them. Remember, neurons don't divide, but they do form new connections. Neurotransmitters. Chemical messengers that jump the gap between neurons. Know the big ones. Acetylcholine, muscles and memory, dopamine, reward, serotonin, mood, and GABA, inhibition. MCAT questions often hinge on which neurotransmitter is at play. Brain structures. The cerebrum does conscious thought and voluntary movement. The cerebellum coordinates balance. The brainstem keeps you alive. Breathing, heartbeat, survival basics. Cerebral hemispheres. Left and right hemispheres control opposite sides of the body. Left is strong in language and logic. Right focuses more on spatial and creative tasks. The two sides talk through the corpus callosum. Lobes of the brain. Frontal is for motor control and decision-making. Parietal is for sensory input and spatial awareness. Temporal is for hearing and memory. Occipital is for vision. The MCAT will test this with damage scenarios, like a patient loses vision after an accident. Occipital lobe. Brain plasticity. The brain can rewire itself, strongest in childhood but still possible as an adult. This explains recovery after injuries and why practice builds stronger neural pathways. That's the organization of the human nervous system. From the CNS and PNS to neurotransmitters, brain lobes, and even plasticity. On the MCAT, it's less about isolated facts and more about knowing which system or structure is at play in a given scenario, like stress activating the sympathetic system or occipital lobe damage causing vision loss. With that said, here are just a few of our student success stories. Future doctors who mastered these concepts, raised their scores, and made it into medical school. If you're preparing for the MCAT, click the link below to get started with your own prep. We help students reach a 515+ score guarantee, and we'd love to help you too. And finally, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on Instagram for more MCAT breakdowns and study tips.